We begin with breaking news out of Russia, where the killer of opposition leader Boris Nemtsov has been sentenced. Zaur Dadaev was handed a 20-year prison term. He shot the former deputy prime minister 6 times with a pistol. The accomplices facing jail alongside him were also given 11 to 19 years. Now, Julia Lyubova can actually join us now live from Moscow with more. Hi, Julia. Was this sentence expected, and is it seen as fair?
Well, indeed, just yesterday, the prosecutors have actually asked for a life sentence to Zaur Dadaev, a man who was convicted of carrying out the murder of Boris Nemtsov. But today, at a military court in Moscow, he got 20 years in jail. And for the other 4 men who were found guilty of involvement in the murder of Boris Nemtsov, they got from 11 to 19 years. That's a little bit lower than what the prosecutors have asked originally, because the sentences that the prosecutors were looking for yesterday were from 17, 19, 21 and 23 years respectively. Well, of course, those 5 men were found guilty of his murder by jury at the end of June. So very much all of this time since 29th of June, the military court was expected to hand out their sentences, and today, indeed, that's what happened. And the lawyers say that they will appeal against the sentences.
Okay. Remind us, though, who these men are and what was determined to be their motive for this murder in the first place.
Well, Zaur Dadaev, a man who is convicted and found guilty of actually murdering Boris Nemtsov, actually shooting him, or he was a former police officer in Chechnya, and he was actually a serving officer at the time of the murder. And well, of course, today he's been convicted of, found guilty of pulling the trigger. The other 4 men are his accomplices. They were found guilty of helping somehow, for example, drive the car, or bring weapons, that sort of involvement in the murder. And all 5 are believed to be from Chechen origin. And this murder is believed to be a contract killing. So, of course, the mastermind behind the person who ordered this killing still remains at large. At least that's according to Boris Nemtsov's family's lawyers. And the family of Boris Nemtsov believe that the mastermind might never be found in this killing, because, of course, they say, well, yes, these 5 men were found guilty and they have been handed out their sentences. But who is the person who ordered that killing of Boris Nemtsov, who was shot dead in February 2015 on the doorsteps of the Kremlin? Well, the family of Boris Nemtsov say that that might never be found.
Okay. Julia, we'll leave it there for now. Thanks so much for that, live from Moscow.